So I'm starting my live series, and today my guest is Sara from Bless Homeschool, and I wanted to really talk about fitness and how important it is for the homeschool mom or just parent in general to just be involved with getting themselves in shape, health, all that kind of stuff, and to really just kind of encourage you, give you some ideas, some pointers, some tips so that you can kind of really get into a good routine. So just a little bit about Sara. So Sara is also a homeschool mom. She's also a fitness instructor. And she is going to be, like I said, we're going to discuss all things fitness. And she is a daughter of the king, a math teacher turned homeschool mom of 4 kids, including a set of twins, which I stalked your Instagram and I saw them. They're so adorable. So yeah, Instagram moments.
Yes, which is completely real life.
Yeah, it's Instagram life, but we all know that. But they are adorable.
Well, thank you.
And you can also find her on Instagram if you want to also stalk her Instagram page. It's at Blessed Homeschool Blog. And I will put those links down in the description box below. After this live, I'll do it on Facebook, but I'll also do it on the Facebook replay. And her Facebook page is at Blessed Homeschool, and her YouTube page or YouTube channel is at Blessed Homeschool as well. So yeah, and she has blogs. I forgot to mention your blogs. She shares curriculum, review, tips, resources on her blogs, Blessed Homeschool. And I need to get that link from you so I can put that in the description box as well. So yay, welcome. I'm so excited.
Thanks for having me.
This is actually the first time I'm chatting with her. We kind of met through messages.
Yes, so, and the first time I've done a live. So lots of firsts going on.
Yeah. It's really fun. It's all fun. So I wanted to first talk about just, the basics of fitness and the idea of should a stay-at-home mom consider fitness routines, and is it really that important, benefits, all that. So go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think there are a lot of benefits. I think as a stay-at-home mom, it can be really tricky to implement those routines because a lot of times we're so busy taking care of everybody else, taking care of the kids, especially as homeschool moms. We've got to teach all the lessons, make the meals, do all that stuff. But it's so important to take care of ourselves, to get that regular exercise for our mental health, for our strength, and just our overall well-being. It helps to give us energy. It helps to improve our mood. Lots of different benefits to having that routine in place. So,
yeah. And I think between me too, being a fitness instructor, you guys are like one of my favorite people because you're so motivating and so encouraging. And from my experience is you're always welcoming us back regardless.
Oh yeah. And I taught fitness for about 20 years. Actually, it was something that I had to take off my plate about a year ago. So I haven't been in it, taught in a gym for about a year, but I taught, through college and for so long when my kids were all babies and all of that. So I love motivating and encouraging people. I always, loved when I would see people who hadn't been there in a while, I loved it. So
yeah, I know all of my fitness instructors. I become Facebook friends with them.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
Meet a lot of great people in class.
And I shared this on my Facebook page just now, so hoping that some of them will click on. So yes. I love them so much. Yeah. And they're always, I don't know. I just love it. And I know there's a lot of challenges because, we have such a busy schedule. And we're so busy just trying to take care of our little ones, and we don't get our eyes too much off of them. What would you say to that mom that's like, I just don't have time?
Oh, there's a couple different answers. It's really going to depend on every person, right? Some people are really good at fitting in that exercise with their kids, making sure to go out for those walks during the day or just spend time outside chasing the kids around. for me, I like to carve out, just make sure I have that specific time where it's me time so I can get a good workout in. Usually it's in the morning. Sometimes it's not until late at night. But it's more of like a time for myself to really work up a good sweat, that type of thing. So it just depends. But if you don't make it a priority, then it's not going to be a priority. I make sure to put it in my planner, get my clothes laid out the night before, whatever I need to do to actually make sure that I'm more likely to do it. Things like that, making it that priority, deciding that you're going to do it, and then just getting into that habit.
And I'm just curious, what do you do with your kids?
So my oldest is 12 and then my youngest is 4. Usually I get up pretty early in the morning to work out. Over the years, we've been kind of collecting different pieces of equipment. So I feel pretty fortunate that we have a treadmill. I do have some weights. I use Les Mills on demand for some of I'm a Les Mills instructor. So we do body pump. They've got a lot of great programs. So I did purchase some weights and I use their program because it's really easy. They've got so many great routines. I can just put it on the TV and 30 minutes, crank out a workout in my basement. So for me, I'll usually wake up in the morning before the kids are even awake, except my oldest one gets up super early and he will wake up and do his independent schoolwork while I'm getting my workout in. And then by the time I'm done, shower, everyone else is ready to wake up, and then we get on with the day. If I wake up and I try to start something else first, it's usually guaranteed that it's not going to get done. So I try real hard to, get to bed at a decent hour, get up early, and get in that time for me because I know how important it is.
So you do it, because you have Meals on Demand. I need to look into that because
I think it's like $10 a month. It's somewhere around there. It's not super expensive, but I know there's a lot of on-demand programs, but I highly recommend it because it's backed by science. It's not boring. They have so many different programs that you can do, whether you're into just like an aerobics class. They've got strength, flexibility. I purchased a spin bike off of our local buy-sell group for like $80. And so I can even do spinning classes in my basement, it's a game changer because most days I don't have time to get out and go to the gym. So having the ability, I know, space can be an issue, but if you have space to, keep equipment like that, even if it's just a couple hand weights or an exercise band, something like that, there's a lot that you can do with that.
Okay. I'm going to put the Les Mills on Demand in the description box because I do Les Mills.
Yes.
I like to go to classes, but there's some that just because of time and the time schedule, I can't because of my kids. And so one of my favorite ones is the Les Mills bar.
You know what? That's one I have not tried.
But they had it. They said they got rid of it. I don't know. I have to ask.
No, I think they still have it.
Well, there's 2 versions.
They might have changed the name maybe.
Yeah, there was one that was ballet. It was a ballet version. But then there's one that's more like Pilates.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know what it's called, but
I like the ballet one.
Yeah, and they have pre-made programs too. So you just pick, kind of what goals you want to set. You can select on there. It's through an app. You just cast it to your TV. You can select, okay, do you want workouts with equipment or without equipment? How long do you want them? 20 minutes, 30 minutes, all that stuff. It's very, very good for specifying exactly what your goals are. And then they've got a program set up for you. So definitely recommend it.
Okay. I'm going to put that in the links. And then I'm going to think, because one of my things is for me, my thing is I just want to get out of the house or bring my kids with me. So I actually will wake up at 5 a.m. It's actually more like 4:30. And I'll go and I'll do a spin class 1 day a week. And then I'll do grit.
My gosh. I'm at the point, I feel like I'm at the age where I can barely do grit anymore. That's a tough class.
I only do it, and I hope she sees this. I only do it because of Tiffany and Melissa. But I didn't do it last week because I was sick. So if
Yeah,
they're watching this, like, but you weren't there
that's a tough
Friday.
one. Don't start with grit if you get less meals on demand.
It's intense. I love it
Good.
though. And I've
Yeah.
noticed, I mean, I go there. I actually, the reason I love working out so much is because of the people.
Hmm.
And I
I do
just love the
miss,
community.
yes, that is
But
one thing
I'll,
I miss about instructing, the
yeah.
community there. Hmm.
But if I go at 4:30 in the morning and I do it at 5 to 6 or whatever, it's only 30 minutes. Grit's only 30 minutes.
Hmm.
So, well, now it's 5:36. If I do that and I come home, my husband and my kids are usually still asleep.
Hmm. Yeah.
And so, and so we're
Yeah.
good. I can do my day. And,
Yeah.
but on the days that I don't do the mornings, which is like Sunday. That's why my hair is still wet because I
Hmm.
actually just got out of the shower. We'll do body combat.
Hmm.
And today was body attack because they had a launch. Um,
Yeah.
but my kids, they'll go to the, because we do the Y, they'll go to the
Hmm.
childcare. But we've gotten Naomi in such a routine, and this was actually my next question, but now I'm answering it, was having a child with a disability. We've gotten her so much in a routine, and I work really closely with the staff at the YMCA, just kind of coaching them through like some of her struggles and what we can do to do this and different ideas to, like, I'm kind of coaching them on how to work with her.
Yes.
And I'm very patient. I know a lot of kids
Hmm.
just want to throw their kids in the nursery and just kind of walk off, or the child care and walk off.
Hmm.
But like, they are constantly walking in and pulling me out of class for help, and I'm
Yeah.
okay
Yeah.
with that because I know one day, and it has happened, where she's in a good routine and I don't have to
Hmm.
leave. But now not only am I in a good routine with her, I can now start doing Thursdays,
Yes.
and
That's
then
wonderful.
yeah, and then I can start adding days because she's familiar with the instructors. And so then now Mondays I can do Zumba, and then
Hmm.
I'll switch between Zumba, spin, and pump. And
Yep.
then on Thursdays, the kids, actually my older boys, they actually spin with me.
Oh, that's fun.
So
Yes,
yeah,
if you have older kids, my girls are getting to the age where they like to run with me. Even my little one will, like, he'll see me working out and he wants to hop on the treadmill when I'm done. He'll have his shoes on. And I think that's great for moms, whether you're taking them to the gym or whether you're staying at home. It's a great example for the kids because they're, seeing you take care of yourself and seeing that it's an important thing to do. I mean, we're being good stewards of our bodies, we're taking care of ourselves, and it's great that they're right there with you and seeing that. And
yeah,
even, your older kids, how you're helping the people, the child care workers at the gym learn how to work with your child. It's great lessons for all of them. So I love
yeah,
that. I love that you're taking advantage of those opportunities.
yeah. As we don't want to, I mean, as a parent of a child with a disability, we don't want to just shut ourselves in.
Right.
We don't want them to control our lives. There has to be a good balance. And
Absolutely.
there's another mom there that has the same, two other moms. I think their children have autism, and they bring them as well.
Okay.
Um, oh, what was I going to say? There was something that you said that was so good, and now it like totally slipped my mind. Something, oh, with the kids working with, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, I remind myself. Okay, so something I've noticed, and we've discussed this with a couple of people, how the homeschoolers in
Mhm.
general, homeschool kids are so different than public school kids because they actually will work out with you.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's your case too.
So I honestly struggle with this because a lot of times my kids do want to work out with me. And sometimes I'll be in the mood where I will let them. And sometimes I'm like, this is my time, go do. So that's been a struggle for me. Like I said, I run. So if I'm going outside to run, if I'm training for something, it's really hard because I'm trying to get better about allowing my kids to do some of that with me because they do want to. And it is a good example that we're setting. But usually if I'm downstairs in my basement, that's easier for them to kind of join into a class or anything like that. And it's really fun for them to come alongside us and get interested in it. But it can be a struggle sometimes too to let them
True.
take that space or that time. If it's something that you need that time away to kind of focus or regroup and just have that alone time. So
Yeah.
it's a balance there for me, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, that is important because I know the me time.
Yeah.
And sometimes like I don't know if this is normal, but like when I work out, sometimes my brain starts to think up and come up with ideas. Maybe
Yes.
just because
Mm-hmm.
of, but if with the kids
Clear your
being
head a
there,
little.
that's hard too.
But I mean, they're still seeing us do it, and
Yeah.
they don't always want to work out with me, but occasionally, when they do. So that's just something I'm trying to get better at, is actually letting them. Like I said, my little 5-year-old, if he'll want to jump on the treadmill after I'm done or whatever, I'll let him do that for a few minutes, and just to try to encourage him to do that type of thing. And so I think that's real positive.
And you said your oldest girl, right?
My
She
oldest,
is
oh my girls are 10, so
okay.
my twins.
The twins, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So, and they will ask sometimes to come out and runs with me, and we'll go for like little jogs around the block. But that's about
But that's good.
it.
That's good. Yeah, because
Yeah.
well, I think to the younger ones, it's harder for you when you're doing the training.
Mm-hmm.
It's harder for them to jump in because they're so little.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know that with the spin classes that I've been doing with my boys, one of them wants to start doing. He wants me to look into like spinning competitions, like races.
Oh.
But biking, he wants to do the biking.
Like outdoor
Yeah,
biking?
but he wants
Interesting.
to do the like thin wheeled,
Yes,
the
like the road
really
bikes?
not the
Or
racing bikes, like the
yeah.
the Italian bikes.
Okay, yeah.
And so I think
Well, that's cool.
yeah, he's been looking into that, and so it's definitely sparked an interest. It's like it's kind of come down and
Mm-hmm.
filtered back into my kids.
And
And then I
how
have
old is he?
that one is 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my oldest is 12 too. And it's interesting because there are a lot of, I mean, I know it's going to vary from place to place, but there are a lot of opportunities for homeschoolers to get involved in things like that. Like near us, we have track teams that are just for homeschoolers. I don't know about biking. That's one that I am not sure about. Like for that age, if there would be good opportunities. If not, someone should start it.
I
It's
know. I'm
kind
looking
of
into it.
cool.
I don't have time to start it, but I am looking
Yeah.
into it for him. Right
Yeah.
now, the other boy, the 14-year-old, is doing track and field
Okay.
or in cross
Yeah.
country. He's doing that, and now I have to wake up and 3 times a week and drive him down to
Yes. Yep. I know
it's
my girls
cold.
wanted to do that, but they're also involved in soccer and
Wow.
silks, and it just, I mean, too
So,
many fun things to get involved in as homeschoolers.
but see, it's
As
probably
antisocial homeschoolers.
yeah, no, don't even go there.
Yeah.
But see, there's the thing, like you being that fitness mom, someone who
Mhm.
considers, you know, working out and staying physical, it's
Mhm.
filtering into your daughters too with the
Mhm.
silks and the soccer.
Mhm.
I love
Yep.
silks.
Oh, they scare me. I can barely watch them when they do it, but it's pretty cool. And I think I was just thinking when you mentioned that, I think that there are obviously so many benefits to having that routine and to being a good example for our kids. And I know over the years, my thoughts and my reasons have definitely changed. I mean, I guess when I was younger, it was, oh, am I gonna, either weight management or whatever, was maybe my focus. And now, especially as a mom with
Mhm.
girls, and, since becoming a Christian and deepening my relationship with the Lord, it's a lot more about teaching them to have that healthy relationship with their bodies and with the body that God created for them, and teaching them, we should care about what God cares about. He created our bodies and he wants us to be good stewards of them. So me modeling that can help teach them to have those healthy perspectives of, their own bodies, and that self-image that they're going to grow up with in this world.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, that's important.
yeah.
Um, I think we actually talked about all of this. So, the last question I had was, what was a fitness routine look like for me? And I think you gave me some really good ideas. I'm throwing pins around now. Um, sorry. um, but you said, at home, you have all the things at home. And then I was sharing the going out, getting away from things, having a whole new
Mhm.
environment. Like there's different ways to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if there's really anything else. I mean, if anybody has any questions, I don't know if I get notification. Oh yeah, I do. Does
Well,
anybody have any questions?
I would definitely to encourage people, don't feel like you have to have a lot of stuff at home, because there certainly is ways that you can work out without equipment, or just minimal equipment too. So, it can be helpful. It really is just going to depend on what you want to do. And if you're looking for equipment or things like that, check out Facebook Marketplace or local buy sell stuff. That's where I've gotten a lot of things for really cheap, and it works really well. So
Yeah, and then Mills goals.
yeah.
Sorry, I can't talk. Les Mills on Demand. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
put a link, and then I'm sure there's some other, but I don't know if you know of any other.
Well, I know every time I mention that, I know Beachbody is really popular. I'm honestly not too familiar with them, just because, I'm a Les Mills instructor, so I'm really familiar with them, and I just recommend them to everyone. So
I think once you get into Les Mills, like you're like addicted. You're like, oh no, that's
well,
best.
I know, and a lot of people, I'll tell them about it, and they're like, oh no, I'm on Beachbody, or I'm like on whatever, and I'm like, no, you really should try this, because it's so good. It's so good. So,
Yeah,
not
I
that
should
the
be
other
coming
ones
into
aren't,
it.
but there's just a lot of variety, a lot of options too, even if you don't have equipment at home. So, yeah.
Yeah, the body combat's that
Yes.
one's my favorite.
Yep. Yep. So that's like a kickboxing type workout.
Yes,
It's a lot of
I
fun.
always get my anger out.
Which we don't have any of that as homeschool moms.
No,
Ever.
never, no aggression. I should do a video on like how to control your anger, body combat.
There you go. Yeah.
I even have a punching bag, but that's for my kids. I say it's for my kids, but I do have a punching bag. But I don't know. I love that class. Like I just feel like, and it alternates, and then they bring in music from different genres.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And this is something that I've noticed with Body Combat is they'll have Christian songs in there that they sneak in.
Yes. Yeah, they do. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Every once in a while, and I'm like, do you know that that's a Christian song? That's great that you're playing that. But,
yeah, they did fire emoji on one of the tracks this year.
Mm-hmm.
I felt so cool.
Yeah. Well, and what I love too is I don't know about you. I'm motivated by, if I have a goal, or if I have I'm very type A. So, with that program, you can print off like a schedule, you can check it off every day. For me, if I have a schedule, or if I have something that I'm signed up for or committed to, it's easier for me to keep that routine or get that routine going. So that's just another tip that I would have if you're oriented that way. I know not all people are like that, but I don't know, it's just really helpful for me.
And I wonder if I'm different because I do have a schedule, but I just like to try. Like there is where I live. We had a thumbs up, by the way. Oh, I don't know how that happened. I think you did this. There's something new on Facebook.
I did that?
Yeah, and then it gave you a bubble.
Oh,
That's something new.
I don't know how I did that.
I don't know what happened. Oh my gosh. No. But anyway, I'll figure it out eventually. This is new to the Facebook Live world. But I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I like to jump around. And I'm in a place where I'm about 15 minutes away to like 4 different YMCAs.
Okay.
And so I'll try different.
Nice.
Yeah. But then I found certain instructors that I really, really like.
Mm-hmm.
And I follow them.
Yeah, that's definitely important.
Yeah. So I think we've pretty much covered all the things. And I don't see any questions in the comments. There might be, but on my side of the screen, I don't have the Facebook open. I just have my StreamYard open. But if you leave any comments in the comment section, I'll make sure to go back and check all the things. Same with YouTube. I will check your comments like I usually do. I might be a little bit behind because the comments have been crazy lately. But please check out Sara. Please go look at her YouTube channel. Look at all the things that she has to offer with the curriculum, the homeschooling, the tips. Support her and get to know her Instagram, Facebook, Blessed Homeschool. And Yeah, I think
Well,
that's it.
thank you for chatting with me and for having me on.
Yeah, thank you so
That's great.
much.
Yeah.
Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Join us this Sunday on Facebook at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be talking with Nina from Everyday Blessings, and we're going to be talking about nutrition and our children with special needs. So join me there. I will stick the links down in the description box below. Thank you once again, and I'll see you later.